When Priscilla had a heart transplant, her surgeon then told me that she would not have survived one more day without the transplant. My daughter right now is in 5th grade. She's doing a lot of things. Last year she started playing the violin. Nothing is out there that she can't do.
My father had kidney disease, so I knew what was to be expected when my kidneys failed. After receiving my kidney transplant, I was able to find and marry the love of my life. She's just someone I can joke with, somebody I can cook with. I appreciate being able to be the husband that she deserves. When I was sick, I barely had enough strength to walk across the parking lot going to the movies with my brothers. But after my transplant, my strength and energy came back, and I was able to run around and play with my nieces and nephews, which is very important to me. My kidney transplant gave me my life back.
Hi, my name is Missy Peck, and I am your Hospital Services Manager from the New Jersey Sharing Network. I'm here today to give you a brief update on the donation process and how organ and tissue donation might interact with you in the emergency department and in your role as emergency department personnel. Your hospital and the New Jersey Sharing Network have an affiliation agreement that we share. This agreement outlines policies and procedures that are geared towards meeting criteria set forth by regulations designated by CMS. The purpose for these regulations is to ensure that no opportunity for donation is missed and that every family has the opportunity to say yes to saving lives through organ and tissue donation. When we get that referral call, we'll do a basic screening to get some background information on the patient, so please have the chart available. If we decide that we do want to go ahead and reach out to the family to obtain consent for them to give the gift of tissue donation, we'll ask you to put a hold on the body. That simply means that the body will stay here in the morgue and won't be prematurely released to the funeral home or to the medical examiner if it's an ME case. While we're talking to the family and getting their consent, we'll do a full screening, and we may even need to get a copy of the patient chart faxed to us because we are regulated by FDA. We want to ensure the safety of any potential recipients. When the recovery is done in the OR, we then discharge the body to the funeral home so that funeral arrangements can go on as planned. If it is an ME's case, we've already been in contact with the medical examiner in advance, and we know if there's any restrictions or if they need anything else from us before we complete the recovery. What many people don't know about tissue is that one tissue donor can provide life-enhancing gifts to well over 50 recipients. The recovery of corneas give the gift of sight. The recovery of bone is used in many surgeries, orthopedic surgeries, spinal fusions. Soft tissue that's recovered is used for reconstruction of ACLs. Saphenous veins are used to build new fistulas for kidney dialysis patients. Skin is used in many graft surgeries. So there's many, many uses and ways that tissue can enhance the lives of many people. On the second area that we want to cover today, organ donation. The New Jersey Sharing Network has defined an imminent death as any person presenting with ventilator support who has suffered some catastrophic neurological injury. All patients that are presenting with these triggers must be referred to the Sharing Network within 1 hour. We also want to ensure that any patient who is on ventilator support and the family is contemplating a terminal extubation, that the Sharing Network get notified before that terminal wean occurs. Once we get the referral, we get as much detailed information as we can. The New Jersey Sharing Network is HIPAA exempt, so this is our first opportunity to get all those details so we can determine medical suitability. If necessary, a transplant coordinator from the New Jersey Sharing Network will be sent to do further evaluation and to work as part of the clinical staff here on the unit with the physicians and the nurses to help maintain the donation option, to keep the patient hemodynamically stable, and to evaluate for medical suitability. Many times we may draw serologies and test for infectious diseases, so we want to be on site to guarantee, again, that the organs we might recover are as pristine as possible. So that brings us to our third area of conversation, and that is to ensure that no discussion of donation or any approach or mention of donation should be made to a patient's family without first collaborating with the New Jersey Sharing Network and without us determining that the patient is medically suitable. It would really be the worst case scenario if donation was prematurely offered to a family only to be taken away again if they became ruled out for some clinical reason. Many times families find some comfort and some hope and healing can begin if they know that this catastrophic situation can benefit others and that other people's lives could be saved. As a matter of fact, one organ donor can save the lives of up to 8 recipients if we're able to recover the heart, the lungs, the liver, the kidneys, the pancreas, and the small intestine. You also should know that our support of donor families continues not just at the time of crisis in the hospital, but for months and sometimes up to many, many years after the donation has occurred. We offer many support services to the donor families, including bereavement counseling. We have a donor remembrance ceremony every fall. Many opportunities for them to share and to give back again. And we have these badge cards for you that have our 800 phone number on them, and they'll be available for you as a reminder of the points we talked on today.
Hi, my name's Tyler. I'm 15 years old. When I was 11 years old, I had bone cancer, and it looked like I was going to lose my leg. Thanks to the tissue transplant, I'm a regular teenager and pretty good golfer.
I'm John. I was blinded in a chemical explosion that left me blind for 30 years. I was given my sight back through a cornea transplant. All I had wanted was to see my children for the very first time. When they removed the bandages, I looked across the room, and sitting there was my family. I could see them.
Thank you so much for your support, and we appreciate your effort in saving and enhancing lives through organ and tissue donation.